There is a ghost following you. It walks in your footsteps. It breathes down your neck. It whispers names that no longer matter. You try to run forward, but your legs feel heavy, tied to an invisible anchor, sinking deep into the ocean of yesterday. Why do we fall in love with our own chains? Why do we hug the cactus that makes us bleed? This is not just sadness. This is a spiritual trap. You are living in a house that burned down 10 years ago. You are frantically trying to clean the windows while the roof is falling on your head. You look at old photos and you feel a phantom pain, like a limb that has been cut off, but still aches in the cold night. They told you to just get over it, but they didn't tell you how. They didn't tell you that memories have claws, and they dig deep into your soul. Today, we're going to perform surgery on your heart. We're going to cut the cords, unlock the cage, and teach you the most difficult grammar of all. The grammar of the past perfect tense, leaving the past exactly where it belongs, perfectly in the past. Before we begin this operation, ask yourself one question, and be brutally honest. If the door to the past was open right now, would you walk through it? Or would you finally close it and lock it forever? Before we dissect the anatomy of your pain, a necessary whisper for your soul. This video is a mirror, reflecting reality through the art of storytelling. While the emotions are real, the characters are metaphors, created to educate your mind and heal your heart. Now, let us look at the diagnosis. Why is the exit door so heavy? Science calls it the sunk cost fallacy. You are like a stubborn investor, pouring gold into a company that went bankrupt years ago. You think that if you stay a little longer, if you suffer a little more, the dead investment will come back to life. But you are not investing. You are just paying rent for a room in a cemetery. Your mind is playing a cruel trick on you. It creates a toxic comfort zone because the devil you know feels safer than the angel you don't. You are not addicted to the person. Let me repeat that. You are not addicted to the person. You are addicted to the validation they gave you. You are addicted to the version of yourself that existed when they loved you. But that version is gone. You are hugging a statue, hoping it will hug you back. This is a state of emotional stagnation. You are waiting for an apology to serve as the key to your chains. But the truth is, the person who broke you cannot be the one to fix you. Waiting for them to heal you is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It is time to stop watering the dead tree and turn around to see the forest that is waiting for you to plant new seeds. Once upon a time, in the valley of eternal mist, there lived a man named Elian. Elian had a dream of reaching the summit of light, a place where the sun never sets and the heart never hurts. But Elian had a burden. Strapped to his back with leather cords was a giant jar made of ancient clay. It was not filled with gold, nor was it filled with fresh water. It was filled to the brim with tears. Every tear he had cried for 20 years. The jar was cracked, and the salty water leaked out, dripping down his spine like acid, burning his skin with every step. People asked him, "Why do you carry such a heavy load?" Elian would whisper. "This is my history. This is who I am. If I put it down, I will have nothing left." One day, as his legs were shaking near the edge of exhaustion, he met the keeper of the mountain, an old man with eyes like the deep ocean. The keeper looked at the bleeding wounds on Elian's shoulders and asked softly, "My son, are you climbing the mountain? Or are you carrying the valley up to the peak?" Elian replied, "I cannot leave it behind. It contains all my memories, my regrets, and the people I lost." The keeper shook his head. "No, Elian, that water is stagnant. It has turned into poison. You think you are carrying a treasure, but you are actually carrying a corpse. You are trying to fly, with heavy rocks in your pockets. You cannot embrace the future when your hands are so busy holding on to the past. The summit is only for those who are light enough to touch the clouds." Elian looked at the jar, really looked at it for the first time. He saw the ugly cracks. He smelled the bitterness of the old water. He realized that the jar did not define him. It confined him. With a trembling hand, he reached for the buckle of the strap. His heart raced with terror. Who would he be without this weight? But he took a deep breath and unbuckled the lock. Click. The heavy jar slid off his shoulders and crashed onto the rocky ground. Smash! Silence filled the air. He waited for the pain of loss, but instead, he felt a strange sensation. His back straightened, his lungs filled with fresh air. He looked down at the broken pieces and saw that the water was evaporating into the sunlight. He was no longer a prisoner of the valley. He was free to ascend. Elian broke his jar. Now it is your turn to break yours. But how do you translate a fable into the brutal reality of modern life? Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you moving. Here is your strategic map. 3 steps to reclaim your soul. Step 1. Kill the toxic hope. The most dangerous thing is not the pain. It is the hope that maybe things will change. Hope is a beggar, standing at a door that has been bricked up. You must perform a funeral for the past. Write down everything you lost. Cry one last time, and then bury it. Accept that the movie has ended, and stop waiting for a post-credit scene. Step 2. Sanitize your environment. You cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. This is not petty. This is survival. Delete the photos. Block the numbers. Throw away the gifts that smell like memories. Every time you look at them, your brain releases a chemical of longing. Starve the ghost by cutting off its food supply. If you keep checking their profile, you are picking the scab off a wound that is trying to heal. Step 3. Rewrite your bio. Stop introducing yourself as a victim. I am the one who was cheated on. No. Cancel that thought. You are the architect of the new era. Focus on addition, not subtraction. Don't focus on what you lost. Focus on what you are adding to your life. New skills, new muscles, new money, new wisdom. Become so busy building your new kingdom that you don't have time to look at the ruins of the old one. The best revenge is not anger. The best revenge is massive success and total indifference. Look at where you are standing now. The air up here is thin, but it is pure. You have climbed out of the valley. The jar is broken, and your shoulders are finally light. The scars on your hands are not signs of weakness. They are your medals of honor. You survived the night, so you could own the morning. Now, it is time to imprint this new mindset into your subconscious. I will say a sentence, and I want you to repeat it out loud. Let your voice be strong. Let it vibrate through your chest. Are you ready? I forgive myself for the past. I release what I cannot change. I am not defined by my losses. I am defined by my comeback. My best days are ahead of me. Remember these words. Vocabulary is not just for speaking. It is for thinking. Today, we learned about the Endowment Effect. radical acceptance, and the art of detachment. Take these tools with you. Don't just watch this video, live it. The book of the past is closed. Pick up the pen and write your new chapter. The world is waiting for you. Walk forward and never look back.